teacher, absolutely. Yes, I have the power to do assignment homework. You're gonna get it.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Because I have to grade it all.
Oh.
So in this school, everyone turns their homework in. Like last year, okay, that's a different story because nobody turned homework in. But
Absolutely not, because every piece of homework I assign, I have to grade. So I have to think carefully before I assign everything.
No, not at all. It's all, I'm trying to do everything I can to make it a real learning experience, for an enjoyable learning experience for the students. And the homework is essential. You have to get, the only thing, a lot with the homework is that you have to cover some content. So that's where you get all these chapter assessments and so on. You have to be able to go through and get the content, basic content, and then I try to enrich it and develop it in the classroom from there, projects and so on.
Nope. Nope. I assign homework. I spend hours trying to thoughtfully decide what would best help students in a semi-home study situation like this to learn. And I get a lot of outside materials, as you can tell, and ransack files and copy from places that I don't have permission to copy from, but it is an educational purpose, and I do give credit. So now, if I could get away with not assigning homework and be confident that students could understand the concepts and master them, then I wouldn't worry about giving homework. One of my favorite professors in college was a math teacher for an honors class, and we hardly had any homework. But by the end of the semester, I had accomplished the goal that he wanted us to learn, which was, what is math? It was a very basic class for non-majors, and I finally learned I liked math. Didn't understand it very well still, but I like it. It's like a language. I can learn languages, I just can't learn math.
No.
It's funny you say that, actually. Sometimes I'll go into teachers' accounts and just put assignments in there without their knowledge.
No. Only until August 6th, 2007, I said, I think I want to be a secretary tomorrow. And my wish came true the next day. It was amazing.
Well, I mean, there's many teachers in my family. Like my aunt, my great aunt, my mom, my sister's brother's cousin. My dad was a substitute for a while. Stop laughing, I'm serious. I can't answer this stuff seriously when you guys just start busting it.
I'm not the one who said my sister's brother's cousin. My mom. How do you know your sister's brother's cousin? My sister's brother's cousin's boyfriend's sister's nanny. Dog's trainer.
Okay, I don't have any sisters.
He's lying. Your sister's brother would be your brother.
Oh my god, I'm getting a headache.
That's true too. Oh shit, you can't move it. When it gets really funny, you just shake it.
It's like a gag, really. That's quick. Okay.
No, okay, I've had lots of families in my teachers. Lots. Can we send like 2 of you out and you come in one at a time? I've had lots of teachers in my family, and I always loved teaching. I've always loved teaching. I've always loved
Blah, 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 blah.
Oh no, I didn't grow up thinking I'm going to be an art teacher someday. I knew when I was young, and I still know that I am an artist, and I'm still doing art. I grew up thinking that I was going to do art to make my money. For a while, I guess I didn't really care that much about money when I was very young. I just knew I was going to do art, and that's all that mattered. And later, when I started going to college, I started to realize that if I did art for my money, that it would make my art less valid, I felt. So I felt it was very important to get some kind of a career that would make me money so that my art would stay valid. And I went into psychology for a couple of years, and then I decided I liked science better, and I went towards microbiology. And then I realized that I was swaying from what I really was an artist, and that I should go right back to art, even though I was afraid that it might invalidate my art. So I went towards art, and I got accepted to a good art school.
Cool.
And I didn't worry about money at all. I was like, I won't do it for money. I'm just going to do good art, and I have to study from the best. So that was kind of my process.
Did I always want to be a teacher? Well, I started out wanting to be Paula Abdul, and that was before she went crazy. Honest. Because I thought it was like all about like the Patrick Swayze triple threat, you know? And then I figured, okay, so what's the next best thing? And then when I was in 4th grade, I thought being a secretary would be good. And then I recognized that, well, I kind of like the whole Paula Abdul career better than a secretary. So then somehow I started liking kids, and I figured being a teacher would be great. And then wound up in kindergarten, and then wound up in English. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
This job?
Or to be a teacher?
No, not originally. I was not quite sure what I wanted to do, so I just kind of drifted around and eventually got into teaching, and it really took probably the structure of Julian Charter School in order for me to really enjoy this job. So.
Yes. When before I even started school, I lined my dolls up on the porch, and I would teach them. But the only model that I had to go by was the pictures of old-fashioned one-room schoolhouses in the books my mother had, and Sunday school. So I kind of ran it like a combination of those two things as far as I could tell. But I had taught myself to read. That's another story. I taught myself to read, so I wanted to teach my dolls. And then when my sisters were old enough to, learn, I tried to teach them to read, and they weren't very cooperative. But I thought it would be a lot more fun to have a classroom of students that actually could answer the questions instead of me answering for them, and instead of me doing all the writing for them. So I thought it'd be a lot more fun. I've always wanted to be a teacher. What? Yeah.
I found that it did.
No, actually, my funnest part of teaching is that it's when kids get it and they're like, wow, you know, they get excited about the learning. That's fun. I like that.
Like be a teacher?
Oh, did I always want to? Yeah, I did. I didn't do that directly. I wanted to be a basketball coach and teach math. And I eventually came back to being a math teacher.
I always wanted to have a job. And I just so happened to love this job. I didn't know this job existed it didn't exist when I was going through school. So when I was going through school, I thought to myself, I totally want a job that doesn't exist yet. And now I have it.
Okay.